Okay. Wait, no. You. Really should have done this a while ago. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. All right. I think we are good. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the weekly reaction to Unordinary. We are very late. Welcome, Grim. Good to see you here, buddy. Yeah, sorry guys. I went to go watch a movie with my brother. TRON Aries ain't all that. You can go watch it if you want, but it was a bit of a mess. Anyway, we are back with the weekly reaction to Unordinary, brought to you by Uru-chan herself. Man. Last week was epic. We all know that. We all loved ISEN getting that level up. ISEN bumping up to high tier, but that's not all. So last week, Remy was able to get to Blyke's cell. Blyke realized that Remy was there to save him, and together with her lightning and his energy blast, they managed to break down the door to his cell. Remy gave him a hug. Blyke seemingly a little bit affected, seemingly still thinking about the things that Keon put into his head, but they started off getting out of there. They did start off on their way out of the prison together. Meanwhile, Sarah and ISEN, on the other hand, were kind of getting caught up with guards. They were getting caught left and right, having to fend for themselves. Seraphina put up the good fight. ISEN was starting to struggle a little bit. What's up, Solo? Welcome, buddy. Welcome. But yeah, so ISEN was struggling a little bit, but still putting up a decent fight. ISEN got rocked. Sarah's still doing fine, but she is getting tired out. Colt himself showed up, but he managed to put ISEN in a prison while Sarah escaped, and ISEN told Sarah, like, yo, get out of here, leave me behind, like, what are you doing, like, just go. And Sarah said, like, bro, we're a team, I'm not leaving you, big dog. And ISEN was like, what? Like, I'm holding you back, I'm gonna die, Sarah. And then ISEN did the coolest thing ever. He said he's not the prey, he's the hunter, and he's fucking right. 100% right. ISEN basically got a level up. Like, ISEN basically transformed into like a tiger form. We only saw his back, but we got to see what he's like tonight, right? Like, we obviously have to see like what he's looking like now. So ISEN broke out of his cell, stunned everyone. Even Colt was looking at him like, oh god, what have I done? But that's enough of that. That's enough delay. No delay with the chapter today because I'm late. So let's go ahead and get into Unordinary episode Xbox 360. So here we go. We're here, guys. We're here. So, oh wait, I'll pull it up later. The timestamp will still match up. So, ISEN, no more running. And the shirt comes off. I'm not the prey, I'm the hunter. And so he slashes through the cage. He's got claws on his hands and feet. He's tigered up. So let's get into this Unordinary episode Xbox 360. So, one thing I want to point out. The prison guards are elites or elites at the very least, or high tiers. It is so bizarre to me and so strange that they're grayed outs. Because I feel like grayed out citizens, nondescript citizens, make sense for lower tiers. Like, you know, they're not important. But it's so granted, these guys have a lot more details than a lot of grayed outs in the series that we've seen. But it's still just so bizarre to me that like these guys are high rankers in society, but they don't get to look cool unless like they're going to be relevant for something real quick. So yeah, so they see him. Colt is like, and Sarah herself is like, wow. Oh. It was. Guys, I'm sorry. Uru, thank you and your team for putting in a lot of work. Thank you for putting in a lot of effort into your weekly releases. The art so far in season 3 has been phenomenal. You guys have really stepped up and it's been really great to read. The story so far is phenomenal. I'm sorry, the more I look at it, the worse it gets. I'm sorry. Chat. The only thing I can think right now. The only thing I can think right now. The only thing I can see right now. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. The only thing I can see right now when I look at this shot of ISEN. I'm so sorry. The only thing I can think right now looking at this shot of ISEN. Why he got a Lord Farquaad haircut? No. ISEN the aura. ISEN the aura. No. Why does ISEN have the bisexual bob? Bison has arrived, guys. The Bicon we all needed. Bison is here. I'm sure the sauce is going to be immaculate. I'm sure he's about to go fucking insane. The hair, though. The hair. I'm so sorry, Uru. I'm so sorry, Uru. It's all I can see right now. It's all I can see. Oh my god. Okay. Not like what I predicted. he still looks fine. It's just the hair. He's got like tiger stripes like coming onto his chest, so that's cool. Like he still looks cool. The hair though, man. The haircut. Uru. Oh. Oh, Uru. Welcome, Wheel. I'm so happy you're here. Wheel, this is all I could see when I saw the first panel of ISEN revealed. This is all I can see in ISEN now. The only thing I can see is his haircut. I'm sure he's about to go crazy right now. It's just the hair, man. It's just the hair. It's just the hair. He still looks cool, though. Bro, you got the Dorito body, ISEN. Bro, freaking your arms built like a steakhouse. Bro, clean sauce. But the hair. It's all I can see. All right. We're continuing. He's standing tall. He's got claw feet. That's cool. That's cool. So. Oh. I need to turn up the bright. Stop turning down my brightness, phone. So. We're finally continuing. We're finally continuing. So he's standing tall. ISEN looks at his feet. His eyes are like a cat. Like they're like Farah's now. And he just. For the hair, it gets worse. Why? He doesn't have his black hair anymore, though. That's... I don't know how I feel about that, actually. I'm kind of not loving ISEN without, like, the black highlight or, like, the black, like, under part of his hair. I kind of don't mess with that, honestly. So... Guards are running at him. No. Guards are just, like... Oh no, guards are coming from behind. And even Sarah is just stanced up like, ISEN, what the hell, man? Like, bro, relax. It's not that deep. But, yeah, so. And ISEN notices them. Grinds his teeth. And he slashes at them. Good job, ISEN. Good job. He runs towards them and slashes them. And Sarah knows ball. Sarah knows ball. Like I said, he's about to go. Incredible. Catches a hand. Amid all this chaos, ISEN has awakened a higher form of his hunter ability. Catches a prison guard's like punch. And the prison guard's like, ugh! And ISEN just like slashes at them. And they fall to the floor. Is ISEN killing people right now? Is ISEN killing people right now? So Colt raises another cage around ISEN. And ISEN's like, huh? You're not getting away that easy. Again? You've got to be kidding me. And Sarah's finally charging at Colton. Oh, she's like, oh no, she's getting the guards around him. I thought she was like Akuma, like freeze framing, like launching all these attacks on him. You. So he puts a like a cage around Sarah, but she manages to get out of it. Sir, I'm afraid you're a bit slow. So ISEN slashes at the cage, but nothing. Okay. But he breaks out of it still, and it disintegrates. He like does like the same Wolverine like claw move. I noticed that ISEN's not speaking right. He's thinking, but he's not speaking right now. So I'm wondering if he's lost control in this form, if he's not like very verbal in this form. So, guy shoots another shot at him, ducks out of it. Oh! The black on his hair... Okay, so the black on his hair is like kind of a bit on the back. Like we saw at the end of the last episode. So it's not completely gone, but it's like regressed a little bit. Like it's like rescinded or something. Slashes at another guard. Ugh! And Sarah's still like, Sarah, you're tired. Stop playing around. Now that ISEN can handle himself, I can focus on taking this man down. Cocky brat! I'll wipe that smirk off your face! So he summons multiple cages. He summons up to 3 cages. This guy's a god tier at the very least. God tier at the very least. Sarah dodges all of them. Winds up a punch. So fast! He summons a cage like a fence up in front of him to block Sarah's attack. But Sarah cracks through it, gets to him, and unleashes a barrage of punches. He coughs up a lot of blood and he slides back. Sarah in the air doing, I think this is an axe kick, where like basically you're like, wow, up in the air, axe kicks him to the ground. She's stepping on him. And then ISEN, no, ISEN, you're losing aura by the minute. No. ISEN, just like, kind of a derp face, like, damn. We did all that? Nice job back there. Let's keep moving. Roger that. He's got a little thing sticking out too. Everyone else is going to be so confused right now. Everyone else is going to be like, Sarah, who is that? Why did you release a random prisoner? They're going to know it's ISEN. But, like, they're going to be so confused. Blank is going to be so confused. So, looks like we're back with Kuyo and John. And so, John places a hand on Kuyo, heals him up. We can't wait any longer. That healer needs to go. That healer needs to go down. Way ahead of you. So Kuyo jumps down, summons his swords. Stand back! Shields block him. And John, right behind him, jumps off of Kuyo. The disrespect, uses Kuyo as a stepping stool. Slashes at one of the shielders. And slashes at the shielder. Shit! And Kuyo slashes at the remaining guards. Tariq's here. Well, this is unexpected. And a force comes over John and Kuyo. I can't move. Tariq. Well, if it isn't the famous... If it isn't the famous Wellston escapees. To think you'd voluntarily show up to my prison. I didn't know you were so eager to turn yourselves in. So, a woman raises her hand. Oh, it's the chains. It's the chains. She got healed up. And John and Kuyo get restrained. But John still has lane. Let's wrap this up. And so the stone fist guy and like the flame hand, like the purple flame hand guy, charge at them. And John unleashes a bolt of like a flash of lightning. And Tariq is just ... So he sends lightning to them, but 2 guys put like a bubble shield around them. This is bad. John's running out of aura from all the fighting and healing earlier. And my ability's been neutralized. Enough of this. Finish them. Yes, sir. So they launch shots at them. So this is actually very interesting. I thought healing recovered aura as well, but I guess I'm wrong. I thought healing recovered aura too. So they get shot at. Keep healing. But bang! Remy goes through a gate this time. Okay. No. This is a beam. This is a beam? This is a lightning beam? I think this is a lightning beam. It's a lightning beam that broke off a gate. Tarek just... And it starts to crack. And a pebble hits Tarek, and he's like... And Blake's there. What's up, Warden? Unordinary, episode 360. Where's Remy, though? Is Remy actually turning into lightning? Is Remy actually turning into lightning? I'd like to see. I wonder about that, actually. Bro, they need to get rain. Okay, this episode was cool. Blake, glad to have you back, buddy. But where's Remy? That's the $1 million question, ain't it? So yeah. Overall, no. I know, Wheel. What I'm saying is, a lot of people have speculated that, like, when Remy separated from the group, they speculated that, okay, actually, I think this chapter just came out, so it should actually be here. No, that's what I think happened too. But because of what happened back in episode 357, so right here we can see them kind of running around. Like Remy, she like speeds up. A lot of fans speculate that Remy is like turning into lightning, like Liam can do with water. Now, me personally, I don't really believe that, because we can clearly see she makes it a point to like follow the opening of the gate before it completely closes. So I don't know. So I am wondering if she was like inside of the beam or something. But yeah, this was a good episode. It's definitely not my favorite of the most recent episodes, but it was still really cool. It was still a pretty good episode. That ending with Blake is really funny. That ending with Blake was really cool. I really liked that. But yeah. Where did I put my phone? I put it in my Aquaman cup. Let me check that, actually. I mean, I guess, but I was thinking that it was just Blyke's own aura there solo. Huh. But yeah. Good episode. Good episode. I liked it a lot. This episode was better than TRON Ares. But yeah. I don't think we're going to do a second read through tonight just because it's already so late as it is. So, yeah. Maybe. That's a good idea, Solo. That's a pretty good theory. Okay, question of the day. What do we think? 2 questions of the day. What is Tarek's ability? And 2, how do we even pronounce his name? Tarek. Is it Tarek? Is it Tarek? Is it Tariq? How do we think it's pronounced? But yeah. Overall pretty decent episode. The Uru giving ISEN the Lord Farquaad though. I was not a fan of that haircut. That haircut, man. That haircut. ISEN. Why? Uru, why would you do him like that? I'm sorry. All I can think about is that haircut looks like Lord Farquaad's. Okay. Still, good episode. I still liked it a lot. Let's jump over to Jungle Juice now. Really not much else to be said, unfortunately. So we'll just jump over to Jungle Juice. Last time on Jungle Juice, we learned about Professor Ma, and we found out what we already knew, which was that Breeder is a little psychopath, and he's the one who actually originally started testing on people. So, yeah. Let's jump into this. Wait, what? My name? So yeah, Professor Ma, he worked with the mafia, like some kind of European mafia. And, yeah. Breeder, a little psychopath. My name? I'm not sure. I think I did have a name. But it's been so long since someone last called me by it. My parents passed away a long time ago. I see. Don't you still think it'll be much more convenient to have a name? Some say the name of a person determines their life. That's how important names are. The name determines that person's life. Well, if you're okay with it, I can think of a name for you. Actually, since it's my life, I would like to come up with it myself. Until I do, just call me Apprentice. My name is God. That's my name. Professor Ma. I would like to test the new substance I created. Can you find me some test subjects? Of course. I can get you lab mice right away. No, not mice. I need living humans. Who told you to ask me that? Professor Moon? Professor Huang? Or did Agata, the boss, tell you to do that? Nobody. It's my idea, Professor. You're fully aware of this. We can't get any more data from lab mice. If we use humans as test subjects, however, we can expedite our research. We need to meet the deadline at the end of the month. We must complete Jungle Juice as soon as possible. I get your point, but performing human experiments is strictly forbidden by law. Besides, the ancient insect DNA harnessed from the ember is dangerous. The test subject will most likely die. Why is that such a big deal? How come we are not supposed to kill humans? What is he trying to say? Wait. This could just be out of pure curiosity. Apprentice. Definitely grew up in a different environment from regular kids. I'm sure my parents passed away a long time. There was nobody to educate him about things like this. Listen up, Apprentice. While all forms of life are important, the value of human life is different from that of beasts. Unlike beasts who simply act on instincts, we humans exhibit complex emotions and thought processes. We cannot abandon our value, because that's what sets us apart from other creatures. That is why we cannot use humans as test subjects. Professor Ma, my father is looking for you. Oh, she got a burger. Okay, I'll be there shortly. I'm sure you understood what I meant by that. I'll see you later. ... Professor Ma is the most brilliant man I've met thus far. I'm sure he'll change his mind. This kid was a little psychopath. Oh my god. Huh? Once he sees the results. Sometime later. Apprentice. Oh, Professor Ma. Check this out. My hypothesis worked again. My fears became a reality. Professor Moon, Professor Huang, did you kill them? I suppose there was a small flaw in the new substance. It looks like they failed to make the insect DNA their own. But look over there, Professor Ma. One of them is a success. That is an entirely new mankind. We created an insect human. Apprentice, what have you done? You told me this before. What you become is far more important than how you were born. The two of them made no progress in the research. They were virtually useless, so I made them useful. If we keep working on our research based on these results, I'm sure we'll complete Jungle Juice in no time. Aren't you proud of me? Professor Ma? Why? Bravo. You did it. You really made it work within a month. When you said you were going to have a lunatic like him work for you as an apprentice, I was honestly very skeptical in the beginning. A lunatic? What do you mean? Professor Ma, he was in a straitjacket. Huh? Please don't tell me you didn't know. That kid was locked up in an asylum. There's this institution we use as a supply for human trafficking. But that kid had been locked up there for who knows how long. Do you want to know why? Because he killed everyone in his family. When a doctor asked why he killed them all, he said he wanted to test a toxin he had created from the chemicals he found at home. And he also said the test was successful. That was when I realized that the kid I saw as the savior of mankind, can someone take this girl to my laboratory, was actually a monster in human clothing. After winning the trust of the boss, Apprentice began to lead the research. Using living humans as test subjects, he made rapid progress with clear signs of success. The gang invested even more money. Various branch labs were constructed across the world. This guy was from Mask, I think. Carl Davidson. The lab jungle continued to grow. And it hurts. It's so painful. Help. Did nothing. Because jungle juice was nearly complete already. I thought turning a blind eye to it all could actually help save more people in the end. After shedding so much blood, the prototype of jungle juice was finally complete. All right, this is it. We can save mankind with this. Apprentice, what is this experiment? What you're seeing is feeding. It's insect humans trying to eat each other. They turned that way after I let them taste a little bit of their meat. Do you want to know something even cooler? The specimens that were fed evolved even further. Research about evolution isn't over yet, Professor Ma. Aren't you excited that we still have so much work to work together on? That night, I made a decision. He's a monster. I let loose. It was my responsibility to put a stop to him. I'm sorry, I agree 100% with Professor Ma. I agree 100% with Professor Ma. Yeah. Kid's a psychopath. Cut him loose. Okay. Both episodes tonight were okay. Both episodes tonight were pretty decent. Pretty decent. Question of the day: do you think the old gangster man dies? I think Professor Ma is gonna kill him. Maybe Breeder will kill him. Who knows? But yeah, guys, that will be it for tonight. So yeah. Next week we will be back, same bat time, same bat channel. I don't know why I said that like that. That was stupid. Anyway, yeah, no. We'll be back next week. So, as always, everyone, see you, Space Cowboy.